What's going on, guys? Hey, man, another day, another Knick game. So, you guys know the Knicks are currently taking on the Miami Heat, but it's been a very eventful week for the New York Knicks. You guys know this past week we lost Jalen Brunson coming into the week. You know, he got hurt in one of those games. Knicks have had to play without him. And so we saw a lot of different interesting things with regards to how they play on the offensive side and the defensive side. You know, there's some goods and some bads, so some takeaways from this. So we're going to talk about that. Um, as well as, the showdown with the Golden State Warriors, Carl Anthony Towns versus Draymond Green. And we also got a little whatever happened, I don't know what you want to call it, between Josh Hart and Coach Tom Thibodeau. You know, a couple F bombs here, Farfignugan, flipping burgers, all that good stuff. But we're going to talk about all of it and get right into it because I think that, it may not be as bad as it seems. That's why we're here. The voice of reason, Still Knick fans. We'll be back. Let's get it going.
Say go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go new team, it's the same dream. New Knicks City units, boy, they stay clean. I just caught mine off the fanatics in the garden with my hands in the air, we back at it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to SKF Weekly. You see it? Pew, 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 pew. Pew. Anyway, hope you guys are doing good. I know for the most part, I would assume you guys are in good spirits. The Knicks are playing the Miami Heat right now, and they are up 99-75 with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So this game is pretty much over. This should be a Knick victory. It's all about, what's going to be the difference in score and, how many points can the Knicks limit Miami to help their defense? Because this definitely helps pat the stats, pat the stat the pats the stat. What pat the stats? There you go. I don't know why I couldn't say that. That's weird. That was a weird tongue twister. Anyway, Carl Anthony Towns just hit a little floater, 101-77, and the beat just keeps on going. All right. Hey, what is this? Did you guys hear it? I heard it. Oh man. Yeah, we're back, baby. Oh, let's go. Um, Shout out to everybody. You see me here. I'm holding it down. Hopefully John should be with us shortly. But even if by some reason he can't make it in time, the show must go on. We're gonna do it. But he is trying to get here so he can jump in as soon as he gets home. He had to go to an event with his boy. I told you guys, sports dad. John is out there. He's doing the damn thing. All right, but let's just see where we're at. Before we get into the rest of the show, we might as well just kind of watch this one as it ends because it's only about less than 5 minutes left in the game. A little off 1 foot fall away shot by Cat. He missed. Miami's got the ball, still trailing 101-79. Oh my goodness. That was a throw up, but it went in. Is that slow-mo Anderson? Yes, it is. Oh man, slow-mo. The slowest man in the NBA, but somehow he finds a way to get these shots to go. It's unbelievable. It's 101-81, guys. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock. Mikal Bridges shoots the three. Bang, man. Mikal has been cooking lately, huh? Talk about, we talk about his inconsistency, but he's been pretty consistent these last few games, like last 4 games or so. Good to see it. Another turnover by Miami. Man, what a wild time, bro. Could you imagine one player made this big of a difference for Miami? Miami has lost 7 in a row coming into this game without Jimmy Butler. It's unbelievable. One player. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Jimmy Butler's trash. I'm just saying Jimmy Butler is a good player, but he's not like a dominant scorer or anything. So you would think as a team they still have enough to get victories because it's all about their system. But yeah, it hasn't been the same without Jimmy. It's interesting. Shout out to the chat. What's going on, everybody? Andy Grill in the building. Salute to you. Three in the corner by whoever that is. I don't know that guy. Something with an L. Who's that? I don't know. Let's see. See if we can find out who that gentleman is. Check this box score real quick. Landry Shamet hit another three. I know he hit a three earlier. I don't know how he's doing, but he seems like he got his shot going. Who is that guy with an L? Oh, Pell Larson is who just hit that three for Miami a little while ago. Interesting. It's 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. It's 109-83. The Knicks are emptying their bench. Could you believe it? Unbelievable. Duncan Robinson is 5 of 9 from 3, and the rest of the team is 1 for 14. Wow, that includes Tyler Hero. It's a tough night for them. And it's not just all on them, guys, because like we talked about before, the Knicks are playing really good defense since the return of Mitchell Robinson, but they're also playing really good defense minus Jalen Brunson because every guard that's been out there is more defensive oriented, so they can just put more pressure on the teams. But that doesn't mean that we're better without Brunson. That's just saying we play different when he's not in the game. So look who we got in the game now. We got Tyler Kolek. We got Pacome Dadier. Who else? Looks like PJ. He's still not playing, but he's situational. That's okay. We don't need PJ Tucker in there. He's a 40-year-old. He don't need to be playing in garbage time. I don't know who else is in the game. Oh, I think Watson is in the game. I saw the fro, so Watson is in there. Knicks fans are still getting familiar with Watson. They won't show the rest of the court. They're continuing to show Josh Hart, so I couldn't tell you. Okay, who else we got here? Oh, Karl Anthony Towns. I don't know, guys. I do not know why Karl Anthony Towns is still in the game. I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to Josh Hart for tying a historic record that has lasted damn near 50 years. He tied Clyde, Clyde, our guy, his triple double record, 8 straight for a season. I mean, not 8 straight, 8 for a season. So, I mean, listen, man. Shout out to Josh Hart. That's the one thing I tell you I love about Josh Hart. He can stink it up. He can have a bad game. His next game, he always comes out and plays better. I mean, like, doesn't just play okay. He plays really good. So you got to give him credit. So, okay, so it's Watson, it's Deuce, it's Dadier, it's Kolek, and it's Shamet now. Okay, they took Karl Anthony Towns out the game. Good. All right. Oh man, is that slow mo again? Slow mo's going to work on the youngins. They can't stop slow mo. Unbelievable. Let me see here. Shout out to Craig in the building. Thank you. I know, Craig. I know you was wondering why is Cat still in the game, but thankfully he's out of there. Shout out to Crim's dad in the building. Salute. Shout out to Keith Turner. Good to see you. Let me see here. Shout out to Lena Franklin. Let's go, Lena. What's going on? Shout out to Andios NYK in the building. Salute. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Joey Rip 'em Up Sports is in the building. Hart is showing some heart. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I just hope Tyler Kolek can do something to impress Tibbs to give him a couple minutes. Get the young man 5 minutes in a real game. I don't know. It's not a bad shot by Pacome. It was off, but it was down. It was in there. Lined it up okay. Let me see. So we got 1 minute and 56 seconds left in the game. mean, that kid Pell Larson, man, just looking at his haircut and the way he dribbles the ball, he reminds me of white chocolate. I'm not saying he's got that type of handle. I'm just saying, like, that's who he looks like on the court, like when you're watching him. Oh, okay, Landry. Shaman said, let me let it fly. Okay. That's that confidence. Hit a couple shots in the game, get your rhythm going. Shamit's got 9 points now, I believe. 112.89. Well, most likely it looks like that's going to be the case, that the Knicks will hold another opponent under 100 points throughout this defensive streak. So, yeah, man, can't be mad at it. I mean, most likely it looks like it. I mean, anything could happen. These guys could jack up 3 threes, so who knows? Um, but yeah, man, this is another good showing for the team as far as helping their confidence. Let's call a spade a spade. Miami's not really good right now. Okay, they were fighting early, and the Knicks broke their will, which is great. And then they were able to kind of put their foot on the gas. But so I don't want to. I look at this game the same way I look at the Sacramento King game. The Sacramento King game, even though Sacramento's was without Sabonis. They had everybody else. But the bottom line is the Knicks shot the ball incredibly in that one. So I look at these two games the same way. I'm not putting too much stock in them. They just, help. They help the confidence for the team. But the Portland game was much more impressive. All right, Kolix with the ball, sizing up, gets it to Watson. Watson with the little floater. Okay, Watson. And I like to see stuff like that because Watson's game is about his 3-point shooting. He's a 6'8" guy who can shoot from outside pretty good. All right, guys, stop letting them score so many points. 116-95. Knicks are up 21. Let's not be greedy, right? But yeah, we want them defensive standings to start flipping over so the Knicks look like an even better team because they are. With the way they're playing defense lately, gotta love it. All right, game over. That's what I'm talking about. The final is 116-95. It's nice that the Knicks, showed up and showed out eventually. It took them a little while to get going, but they did what they had to do to get this victory. So definitely not mad at it. All right, so we're gonna come back to this game and talk about it. But let's kind of get back into our regularly scheduled programming, guys. Appreciate everybody that's here. Please smash that like button for the show if you haven't already done so. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Appreciate the love. Shout out to my guy 713 Gamer in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you as always. L, damn it, is in the building. Salute to you, L. She says, SKF, let's go. How about the announcements during the game? How are you liking it? Pew, pew, pew. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go. All right. So, let's see here. Okay. All right. Craig says Ron Grimes has finally figured his game out. We gave up on him way too soon when it was Tibbs who held his game back for other players named Randall, etc. Man, I know you're happy for the young guy, but I disagree, bro. Grimes is playing because there ain't nobody over there, Craig. He's getting the boat. He's the man over there. Everybody looks good when they're the man. It's when you play with others that you find your way and see what you can do. And he has struggled in that capacity usually. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not taking anything away from I like Grimes. I've always liked Grimes. It's just that when it came to time to step up and the Knicks needed more scoring from him, he was very inconsistent and not aggressive. And so unfortunately, he just didn't look good. But listen, over there with Philadelphia, you got no Embiid, you got Paul George hurt. I don't know if Maxi's playing. The rookie of the year guy, he's out for the year. Like, there ain't nobody over there. Grimes is the guy. I mean, you look good when you're the guy, when you could take, 20 shots. So, but like I said, that's I'm not taking anything away from him. He's got talent. Shout out to Prezi the Boss in the building. Double D's here. Paris Doug is in the building. Hey, what up, Tori? Beat Latorius. We are. They is. Let's go. Brooklyn Butch is here as well. Salute, Brooklyn Butch. Good to see you. All right. Okay. All right. I mean, come on, Craig. Grimes is out there with no Maxi, no Embiid, no Rookie of the Year candidate dude. I keep forgetting his name, and no Paul George. He he's all we got. No wonder he's cooking. But I ain't mad at him though. Keep cooking, young man. I agree with that, Joey. Rip him up, sports. Grimes is good for our bench, but let's not forget Grimes was tired of being used in that capacity. He wanted to be used more. And maybe he's making a case that some other team, maybe not Philadelphia, Grimes and that guy play similar basketball. And that Rookie of the Year guy, dude, he's nice. So Grimes may not be in Philadelphia too much longer. He might fit somewhere else. Who knows? I mean, he's auditioning right now. Some other team might say, "Hey, we can make him our second scorer." You never know. No, I agree with you, Craig. He definitely has talent. I'm not knocking him, and maybe that's what it is. At some point, maybe a guy can only go as far amount of touches he gets. If he starts getting more touches and goes somewhere else, maybe. I mean, I don't know, Craig. Who replaced R.J. Barrett? Would you want him as the starting shooting guard when you know you got R.J. Barrett on the team at that time? I don't know. Would you want him in there over Emmanuel quickly? I'll be. Okay. Well, let's get to what took place this week, guys. We had a very eventful week. Starting off with our game versus the Sacramento. Thanks. All right. So, as I was saying, let's get into the recap of this week's game, starting with our game versus the Sacramento Kings. That's right, Sacramento. We played the Kings and we came to put the smack it down on the Kings. Yeah, the Knicks wound up beating the Sacramento Kings 133 to 104. It was just unconscious shooting from the New York Knicks. I mean, it's one of the best games as a player that you love to see when everything is flowing, all the shots are going, and the rim looks like a big old huge bucket. You know what I mean? I think that was Jordan's term back in the day when he was hot. The Knicks shot 53% from the field. They shot 55% from three, 22 of 40. They shot 80% from the free throw line. They had 40 rebounds. They had 34 assists, 13 steals, just unconscious, demolishing the Sacramento Kings that day. Led by Karl Anthony Towns, who had 26. OG Anunoby had 24. Josh Hart had 18. Mikal Bridges had 15. And Miles McBride had 21. Oh, also Landry Shamet had 13 in that game. So really good game by the New York Knicks. They just couldn't miss, man. They were just on fire. Dope to see them do their thing. You know, as you can see, I mean, look at the highlights. They're getting whatever they want. They're getting the defense, the steals. I mean, they are just letting them have it, man. OG, look at that. Nice passing. I mean, there was really terrible defense in this game by Sacramento as well. You know, but I'm just saying, like, the Knicks were on fire. Ooh, wee. Watch out, young fella. Too little. Who said OG can't jump? You know, he got the ups. He just may not be super athletic, but he got something. Look at that. You guys see that? What I just saw? Deuce McBride hit a layup. I love it. I love it. And guys, stay tuned to the chat. L Dammit is letting y'all know some information. Special announcement soon. Keep an eye out. Please follow SKF on all social media. Yes, correct. Joey Rip 'em Up Sports says Rob should be starting center soon. Maybe so. I honestly think we talked about it a little bit on Saturday. I think Tibbs is waiting as close as he can get to the playoffs before he starts to use him in that situation. And he's going to start playing him more minutes as well. And I like that. See, that's what I want to see, Brooklyn Butch. He said Mitchell Robinson timing is getting back to his usual self. That is the only problem that I've noticed since he's been back. He has not had the timing. And that's great to see if he's starting to get it back because we need that. And once he starts doing that, look out. But yeah, man, once again, shout out to they're showing highlights of Josh Hart in his triple-double campaign, getting that 8th triple-double for the season. Shout out to him. All right, so that was the first game on the docket for this week. And then we had the second game, which is always a tricky game. You know, a game against a Portland team that's on the up, not quite good, but not somebody you should overlook. And boy, were we right, because Portland came out to play in this game. You know, Chauncey Billups got them young men playing hard. They emulate him, his style of basketball, tough, strong, physical. And it was a great game to watch, actually. It actually might be my favorite game of this whole season just to watch as a Knicks fan. Just watching the two of these teams go back and forth. I think they said it was about 40-something lead changes. It was an incredible game. But anyway, the Knicks wind up winning the game versus the Portland Trailblazers 114, 113. I forgot to put overtime in the mix there. But in overtime, and what made it even better is the picture of that man right there, Mr. Mikal Bridges, who hit the game-winning shot in overtime. Oh, man, what a game. What a game. Woo! Let's go, baby. What a game. What a game. Oh, man. I can't tell you how much that actually made me feel really good. Not only did they win, but it was great to see Mikal get his moment. Like that's I am a Nick moment right there from Mikal Bridges. And Mikal was hot all game. Like he was the best player for the Knicks. And he had it going. I mean, Scoot Henderson was killing the Knicks too. I mean, he was so physical. I think he had like 30-something points, if I'm not mistaken. What did Scoot have? He had 30. Yeah, he had 30. So great game by him. Denny Advia was giving the Knicks problems too early. And you know, they figured out a better way to deal with him, but it was tough. Let me see here. Who was that? Was that Scoot? Yeah, it was. Okay. Look at this play by Mikal. Just look at this mid range. I mean, he might be the king of our mid range, man. He might be the new king of our mid range because that mid range is pure. Scoot still going strong to the lane. Got this play. Did he hit this? No, he almost hit it. Right. It was lined up. If he had a little bit more juice, maybe, but no. So this looks like it might be the is this the overtime? I don't know. Can't tell. But I do know that nbaliveevents was a pain in the butt. Look at that. Look at the mid range. Man, Macau just got to keep playing that way. That's what you do. Keep playing that way all year. That's your game. Look at this. Look at the defense. And another thing that I forgot to mention on Saturday about this game. Oh, this is the play. This is it to win the game. Bang! Let's go. Double bang by Mike Breen as well. You know what was most impressive about this game? Throughout most of the fourth quarter and overtime, Mikal Bridges played with 5 fouls, guys. And he wasn't playing no cookie cutter defense either. He was right in the guy's face, just not fouling. And thankfully, the refs did not call a foul on Mikal because they easily could have got him up out of there. You know what I mean? They allowed him to play, which I appreciate that. And shout out to Mikal Bridges for playing with 5 fouls throughout most of the fourth quarter and the whole overtime. Unbelievable. Imagine that. He would have got fouled out. The Knicks don't win that game. Sorry. He was our best player. He hit the biggest shots and he hit the big shot. So, yeah. Shout out to Macau. Dope. Catman and Robinson. I like that, Cribs Dad. Salute. Yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely love that. That's dope. Brooklyn Butch said Mitchell Robinson was a force tonight on both ends. He was a nightmare tonight for Miami, which you got to love. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. All right. So 2 down, guys. We had one more game this week that we kind of penciled in there that a lot of us was looking forward to. It was the get back, y'all. It was Draymond Green saying some disrespectful stuff about Karl Anthony Towns and how he was ducking them last time they played because he didn't want none of Jimmy Butler, which is crazy because we know that the last time they played Miami, he lit Miami up for 44 points or whatever it was, and Jimmy Butler was guarding him getting cooked. Draymond Green just says stuff just to say stuff. So then once he found out what the real reason was why he wasn't there, he kind of backtracked a little bit, but then he said something before that people keep overlooking. He said the Draymond Green show must continue. So I'm not going to let him get away with that. So anyway, we go to this game and we hope that Cat will come out with some fire in his belly. And I think he did. But we'll talk more about that in a minute. So the Knicks wound up playing the Golden State Warriors, taking on Steph Curry and the gang. And unfortunately, they lost to them 97-94. The game wasn't even this close. It was really more like 97-91, but OG Anunoby hit a 3-point shot kind of at the buzzer to make the game look a little closer. It really wasn't as close as it looks. Unfortunately, this game was back and forth. The Knicks were playing, decent at times and looked like they could have had a chance to make something happen. But it was just too much Golden State, too much Jimmy Butler, too much Steph Curry. Once Steph Curry started going, they couldn't slow him down. It's just the same thing we kind of dealt with in the last time we played them. Once Steph Curry starts going, the Knicks didn't really have an answer. Unfortunately, they tried their best though. They tried their best. Well, I don't want to say they tried their best. Let's calm down. Cat tried his best. Cat started off going at them. Cat was trying to put up some numbers. Okay, he was trying to show these dudes up. He came out aggressive, taking it right to the rack. He dunked early. He had a pretty good game: 29 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot well from the field, and he shot good from 3. But unfortunately, the Knicks just didn't have a team effort. Cat had 29. OG had 23. Macau had 19, and Miles McBride had 19. But 2 points from Mitchell Robinson. I'm not really, but I'm just bringing it up. 2 points from Mitchell Robinson, 2 points from Landry Shamet, and that's it. Like, that is what you got from anybody else in a Knicks uniform. 4 points total from outside, anybody outside of the starters. And Josh Hart had a donut in this game. Like I said, he had a terrible game, with regards to his shooting. He did have 7 rebounds and 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. It's not like he wasn't doing anything out there. He just wasn't doing enough. And so unfortunately, you can't win like that. You can't win with 4 guys scoring and then you get a combined 4 points from 2 other guys. Like, that's just not enough. And it's a shame because I know Cat wanted this victory. And then what insult to injury, right? Insult to injury. At the end of the game, Cat walks off the court, and then you see his teammates, the Mikal Bridgeses, the Miles McBrides, the PJ Tuckers, OG Ananobi. They're all shaking hands and hugging Draymond Green. Like, what are we doing? I get it, guys. I know today's NBA is softer. It's a different place. It's all about business. They see each other. Like when they're off the court, they don't think about none of this stuff. But guess what? When someone says something like that, when you know what the real reason is, and and he didn't really walk it back that well, right? He only walked it back after he felt more pressure from the media in his own media. But me never really, cared at first. Like I said, his first thing that he said was, "Oh, I didn't know if that was the case. I didn't know about that. That's not what I heard." And then he said, "The Draymond Green show must continue." That's what he said. That was his first take back. So I look at what I see. I'm not going off of him trying to clean it up later because he hears everybody talking about it. This is what he said. So I'm just surprised, man. Come on. I mean, like, as a New York Knicks team, we got to have more backbone than this. We got to stand up for our guy. Don't be hugging on the dude that just said that the guy was ducking, and then the real reason he was not there is because somebody died. Like, what are we doing here? Anyway, I hope this Knicks team gets a little heart, gets a little spirit in the playoffs. They understand what it means to be there for, I think, was it 2 years ago or was it last year when we were all for one, or the Big 15? This is all about the team coming together and being one unit, united. You're gonna think like that. That mentality is that. Then you got to act like that. So I don't know what's going on with this team right now when it comes to that stuff. But anyway, so that wraps that up with that game. But I do want to say one good thing, which continues to show how good the Knicks defense has been. They did hold Golden State to 39.8% from the field and 31.7% from three. So the Knicks defense has been great. They just have to figure out better ways to score buckets. Tonight is a different game. Not really the greatest indicator, but we're going to talk about it. So let's look at what's going on in the chat, see how everybody's doing real quick. David Smith is in the building. What's going on, David? 23 points in only 31 minutes. Yeah, that was good for Cat. He looked good. I'm not mad at him. And when he went off in was it the second quarter when he had 15? Yeah, he looked great. Shout out to Ivory 10 in the building. Salute to you. Hope you're doing well. Annie K is here. Salute, Annie K. Let's go. All right. Okay. Grimes had 12 rebounds. Man, what did hell freeze over? What the hell's happening? Like, what are we talking about? Look, as I said before, I'm just saying that when he is in a complimentary role with limited minutes, and I don't mean limited minutes with the Knicks, because we saw it with Dallas too. When he doesn't get heavy minutes, he doesn't make a great impact. And unfortunately, that's how teams were using him. But if you give the guy minutes, Grimes can do some stuff, man. Grimes can do some stuff. No, well, not just minutes. You have to give him minutes, and you got to focus your offensive game around him. He has to be a part of the game plan in order to see something good. Because we've also seen Grimes play 29 plus minutes, 30 plus minutes with the Knicks and do nothing. So I mean, if you guys want to take a look at Grimes's old, box score stuff, his game log, you'll see what I'm talking about. But if you use him and give him opportunities, yeah, man, I'm not mad at him. Shout out to Grimes, bro. I love this. Listen, I jumped out the window a long time ago and said Grimes was Klay Thompson Jr. I don't know what I was on, but hey, what if he turns into Klay Thompson Jr.? I ain't mad. Anyway, all right. So back to tonight's game, guys. The Knicks have won 3 out of 4 since Brunson has gone down due to injury. And they have obviously played, incredible defense by the output that they're holding the teams to. Let's see what the shooting percentage looks like. So okay, Miami had 5 guys in double figures. 12 from Adebayo. Jaime Jaquez had 12 rebounds and 7 assists. Okay. 20 from Hero, 22 from Duncan Robinson, 12 from Davion Mitchell, and Khalil Ware had 10. Right, they shot 47% from the field, which is not bad. That's pretty good. But they shot 26% from three. We like that, guys. You know the Knicks give up the threes like nobody's business, so we like to see that. They had 23 assists, 45 rebounds, 9 steals. 9 steals is a big number. 6 blocks. Okay. They shot 91%. They basically missed one free throw. All right. And then how did the Knicks look? The Knicks shot 49.5% from the field. That's great. They shot this is another one of those great 3-point shooting games. They shot 47% from three, 16 of 34. They shot 100%, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. They had 48 rebounds and 30 assists. Hey, David Smith, that's your number. They had 30 assists. Very nice. 12 steals and 7 blocks. Let's go. The block game is coming. The blockness monster is back, baby. How'd he do? He had 2 blocks, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 10 point. Come on. That's what I'm talking about, Mitch. What we're talking about, baby. Josh Hart, we already talked about, had the triple-double, 12 points, 11 assists, 13 rebounds, 4 steals, and a block. OG Anunoby had 9 points. Not the greatest shooting game. 3 of 13, 1 of 6 from 3. He had 9 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. It's kind of yucky. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the greatest game, OG, but we'll take it. Karl Anthony Towns, we already talked about, but overall numbers 23 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. Okay. Mikal Bridges, once again, he's still cooking. 28 points, 71% from the field, 66% from the three, and 404 from the free throw line. Mikal is cooking, guys. 3 assists, 1 rebound, 1 steal. Miles McBride in 30 minutes of play, 29 minutes, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You also could throw in Landry Shamet had 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Looks like my headphones are dying. So it looks like every time these headphones, because you guys, if you guys have been watching the show late, you know that I have a different setup. It looks like when I use these older headphones, when they die, it knocks my mic out too. Even though they're separate devices, have nothing to do with each other. I don't know what to say, man. It is what it is. But I'm back. Shout out to Carbon Intellect in the building. Salute to you. Shout out to Sha Powers. What's good, Sha? Appreciate you guys. Please go show love to Sha and my guy Divine Knicks Real Talk. Yeah, man. But this has been, not too bad of a stretch, man. This is the best case scenario. Shout out to Ron Mills in the building. Yeah, Josh Hart just tied Clyde's record for the most triple doubles in Knicks history in a season. In a season, Clyde still has about 8 or 9 more than him career wise. Um, shout out to Stacks, different timing in the building. Uh, Appreciate you. So once again, guys, let me just say this again because some of y'all may not know this and or have forgotten. So this past Saturday we had a raffle, and guys won some prizes. Right? Uh, the Knicks will be 2025 champs. Won. Mike Boy won. Tendrell won. Corey Lee won. HRM the Great won. Jimmy Henry won, and Stacks different timing. You won. I believe you won a shirt, Stacks. So if anybody wants their prizes, you have to email me at stillknicksfans@gmail.com. That's STILLFAN. Wait, hold on. STILLKNICKFANS @gmail.com. I need your address and I need your phone number. I don't have to call you. I could text you. Doesn't matter. I just got to let you know when the item is arriving so you can look out for it and somebody doesn't steal it. The other thing is I need your address because I got to mail it to you. So, um, let me know if that's not the case. I'm gonna give it until next Saturday because I know, the raffle was on Saturday. So after next Saturday's show, if I don't hear from everybody, then I might do another small raffle for the people who didn't respond, and I'll just give it back to the members, the members again, get some other winners. But so far, I've heard from Knicks will be 2025 champs. I've heard from HRM the Great, and I've heard from Corey Lee. So Tendrell, Mike Boy, Stacks, and Jimmy Henry, I have not heard from you guys. So I want you guys to claim your prizes. If you want, just reach out to me by email, give me your information so I can send it to you. All right. That being said, hey Craig, I don't know. One day you're gonna get one, maybe. One day we're gonna get you there. Um, Let me see. Okay, so I guess while I have this time, we can open up the phone lines and take a couple calls if anybody wants to call in. Um, and while that's happening, I wanted to talk about Tom Thibodeau and Josh Hart. Now, okay, of course, I guess you guys by now, since I had to wait to be able to talk about it. By now, you guys know that Tibbs has said he has got no problem with Josh Hart, and Josh has said he's got no problem with Tom Thibodeau. Things just happen. Um, but I think that am I still good? Okay, all right. I think that oh, maybe I'm not still good. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna cut this thing off, and I'm gonna. You know what? Because I don't want to keep these headphones because they're probably gonna cycle off again. So I'm gonna cut them off and whatever. Nobody's talking to me anyway, so I'll have. Oh, look at them! Oh, um. So yeah, it's all right. My brother's he's coming in. He's almost available, guys. He ran to make it. Um, So the call-in number is 347-305-7280. Once again, that's 347-305-7280. Let's see. Okay. Now, coming in hot. You guys might know him. He's my brother from another mother. We're talking about not the Ron, but the John is in the building. Let's go, baby.
What's good, Ron? What's good,
Hey, there
Jose?
you
Hope
go.
all is well. I'm
You
just
made it,
getting
brother.
home, bro.
It's all right, bro. You
Crazy.
made it. See, and this goes
Nuts.
good. This is like OG Anunoby's 3 in that Golden State Warriors game. It makes it look like it was a 4-point game, so John can say, "Look, I was on that show. I made it. I'm consistent."
Something like that, for sure.
Well,
Yeah, man.
um, we would just open it up the phone lines just to see if anybody wanted to give us a quick call before we get up out of here. But in the meantime, brother, listen, I already went through the games. We had 3 games: Sacramento. We had the Portland Trailblazers. We had the Warriors, and then we had tonight's game against
Right.
these Miami Heat. How do you feel about how the Knicks have played so far in this stretch without Jalen Brunson?
I think it's hard to get to the mindset that I'm supposed to be in right now because I've been traveling back and forth, dropping kids off. But uh,
I got
uh, yeah, I think the Knicks are doing a fairly decent job. I think they're doing all right. I think they're holding their own. They're not winning. They're still not winning against teams they need to be winning against. They're not winning against teams that are of course in contention. But you beggars can't be choosy. We're gonna be in the mix to win close to 50, if not more than 50 games this year. So that's something to applaud. Um, but yeah, I think we're beating the teams we're supposed to beat, and then we're sort of like, you know, uh, we're not like top tier, not at this moment in time. So I think we're
right.
holding our own. I think the game against the Warriors was pretty interesting. They played a pretty good game. You know what I mean? So um, I we had a chance to win it, just couldn't close it out. So yeah, competitive. I would say we're a competitive team right now.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I think that is the case, man. Whatever's going on with them, they definitely are trying to be competitive. They're playing much better defense. That's undeniable. They're just kind of little. They're still trying to figure out how to make the offense go. It's much easier when they play the way they played against Sacramento and the way they played tonight. It's much easier when you're knocking down all these threes. But when they're not knocking down the threes and they got to figure out like who is going to be the man and who's going to help the man, that's when we run into some issues. But I'm happy for them. I'm happy they're playing good. They're playing hard.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing is that they're playing the best they could play at this moment in time without Jalen Brunson. I think there's a lot of their offense isn't, what I mean, as stellar as it needs to be, um, in order to like play at a highest level. But I think they're playing hard. They're doing their best. I do like that. Um, there's conversations about heavy minutes and the minutes that are being played. You know what I mean? And I think it's important that the players speak up. And I think that's key. So we'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I had to jump
Shout
on my
out
phone, man.
to
I'm on the phone.
Oh, you're okay, buddy. It's all right. You fine. And you don't have to hold it too much longer. We're not here that much longer. But shout out to the 713 Gamer. Thank you for gifting 5 Still Knicks fans memberships. Shout out to Break Forever. You are a member of the SKF Army. Shout out to King Juggernaut 08. You are a member of the SKF Army. Jay Busby, you are a member of the SKF Army. M. Gene is a member again. I think this is his second time being gifted a membership. So MG, I don't know. Maybe the next time is on you to re-up, brother. And then shout out to my guy. Andios is a gifted membership person now. 713 Gamer made you an SKF Army member. Let's go. Nice, nice. Very dope. Very dope. Shout out to Sadu Berry in the building. What's going on, Sadu? Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, man. So it's good to see. It's dope that we have the situation where they can learn from this and figure out how to better play as a team, because that's all it is. We're missing a lot of like team emphasis on team basketball. If they can get that going, man, we're going to be much better and actually have a chance going into the playoffs. Because as people keep pointing to, the Knicks were heavy, very reliant on Jalen Brunson. And you can't really win like that consistently if it comes down to just depending on one guy to get things going. Everybody's got to chip in. So, yeah. Shout out to Kareem Grant in the building. What up, twin? Hope you're doing well. So here's the thing. The thing that I want to take away from how the Knicks have been playing most recently is the fact that, oh, we got a call. I'll hold my thought. Caller, you are on live SKF Weekly. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yo.
Hey, I can hear you. Say that again. I had to turn my volume up.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
What's good, Ron?
Hey, what's happening, Captain?
Oh, 713 Gamer, man. Hey, is this still John fans?
Yeah. Hey, man, this is still Knick Fans Weekly, the SKF Weekly, the place to be, baby.
Nah, this SJF, man, SJF. Say, man, love the content, brother. Love the content, man. Keep it running, man. You got some shit. You really got something, man.
Thank you, my brother.
All the new gifted sub people, where y'all at? King Jug, Break Forever, all y'all, man, enjoy this shit. This shit right here is the truth for real. The truth in the booth on this one here.
Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for doing that, man.
Fucking right, man. Get your shit on, brother. I'll catch you later.
All right. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Go Knicks, man. I love that win.
Thanks, brother. 713 Gamer always forgets that this is a family show, but that's okay. It's all right. he makes up with his love for the chat. You gotta love it. Appreciate him, man. Craig says when Brunson gets back, he will kill the ball movement and hate on Cat and Bridges once again. What is going on with y'all, man? Come on. What is this? John, how did we get here? I don't know.
I'm not really sure what's going on when it comes to, like, you know, I think this may be a sort of a blessing in disguise having Brunson out, because they may figure out a way to play and win games without him and not have to rely so heavily on him when the playoffs are here. So we'll see.
And I you know what I find very interesting? Now, I know that this is a different team. We got Mikal Bridges here now, and Karl Anthony Towns is here as well. But, you know, no one was complaining about Jalen Brunson doing what Jalen Brunson does last year when we got to the playoffs, when we got into the first round, when he was cooking Philadelphia. Nobody was saying anything about that. Nobody was saying that he was doing too much and that other guys couldn't do anything. Like, people just stepped up. Dante stepped up. Dante never said, "Oh man, I can't get going because Brunson is hogging the ball." Like I mean, of course, players weren't going to say that, but I'm saying, like, we didn't feel that way last year. I don't know where this is coming from this year. I don't know. I just think it's a little overblown, and it's pointed towards the wrong person. He has a little something to do with it. I admit, because he does hold the ball a lot. He dribbles the ball 8.7 seconds, which is the most in the NBA. But it's Thibodeau's team, Thibodeau's offense. If Thibodeau don't want Brunson controlling the ball that way and sharing it more, then he has to say it. He's the coach. So I don't know, man. It's tough. Hey, what are you gonna do? Oh man, what is going on? Oh boy, he's done it again, folks. He's on fire. He is on pure flames. And not for nothing, that's his nickname. So, but whatever. So once again, pew 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 pew. 713 Gamer has gifted. There we go. He has gifted another 5 memberships. Michael Panza, Just Cause, Rome Far Rock, Pierre Moise, JT Riddick. You are all members of the SKF Army. Salute to y'all. Appreciate you once again, 713 Gamer. Thank you, my brother. And hopefully all you guys who've been gifted memberships will appreciate that. And stay tuned for the SKF Army membership content. I just did a show on Sunday. I don't know if you guys got to see that, but if you didn't, Replay Gang, that is members only content. So check that out. Oh, man, unbelievable. Well, listen, I don't want to belabor the point. It was a crazy night. Knicks played incredible. It was a great game. Bad team right now, but a great game for the Knicks. Good team-oriented basketball. Another 30-assist game. Josh Hart with the triple-double to tie Walt Clyde Frazier for the season triple-double record, which is pretty damn dope. He was super happy. So good for him, man. Good for him. And then Quentin Grimes has 46 points in overtime. Like, he's just cooking. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Shout out
He's
to
finally
him,
getting
man.
an opportunity, right? To show what he can do.
John, there ain't nobody over there, bro.
Yeah, no.
Not even Maxey.
Yeah,
like,
it's the
he's the
truth. They
man.
all win. Yeah.
So,
listen,
hey, man.
That's what luck is all about, right? Preparation meets what? Opportunity. That's what luck is.
And he's getting the opportunity.
Right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, this has been another great show. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I appreciate all the love from the SKF Army. I know John and Jose, they always are so happy that our community is so positive, but also our people that it resonates that our people are always there for us. It's a very promising budding community. It's a lot of competition out there for content. And so I'm glad that you guys still stick with us and show us love. Please continue to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you haven't already done so. No Way Jose just put it in the chat. stillknicksfans@gmail.com. Once again, if you were one of the winners in the raffle this past Saturday, that being Mike Boy, Tendrell, Jimmy Henry, or Stacks Different Timing, please email me your phone number and or address. Well, actually, both. Your phone number and address. Like I said, I don't have to call you. I'll just text you and let you know, hey, your package is on the way, so look out for it. Appreciate everybody once again. Shout out to E. Gibson, Nick Yak in the building. Salute to y'all. Once again, thank you to 713 Gamer for gifting all these memberships to our fellow Knick fans and new members of the SKF Army. Shout out to y'all. Final words, my brother John.
Oh man, I'm so sad that I wasn't able to get here on time. But it's the life I'm living right now. So, shout outs to Ron for holding it down. He's been holding it down all season, while I've been the flaky one in this entire season, just not able to attend any of the majority of our shows this year. But yeah, man, just know I'm doing it for a good cause, yeah, so running around being a sports dad, that's my life right now. So, but it's all good. As always, man, thank you for all of you for tuning in. We may have to rearrange certain things for me to start showing up.
Well,
because it's crazy.
I know it's gonna get crazy for you. Well, we'll see. We'll talk about it. We'll see what we can do. But We here, man. We here.
Yep.
And we
Like, so
appreciate you. I know
as I always say, stay healthy, stay safe, stay blessed, and waiting to see, looking forward to the next one. So we'll
There
talk
you
soon.
go. There you go. Appreciate you, my brother. And I also
Yeah.
want to say once again, I thank John for trying, man. I know it's not easy because he's a sports dad, and outside of that, like he's got a lot of kids. He's got a wife. He's got a real job, like a lot of people. Like it's a lot going on. So I appreciate the time and the effort you make in trying to be here with me, brother. I will always hold it down and do what I got to do. And you are always my right hand guy. So I'm with you, my brother. I'm with you. Also, shout out to my guy Jose on the ones and twos, man. Jose's got his family. He's got stuff going on. He's got his real life, his job. He's got his baby girl. I appreciate you, Jose. I know you're not here to talk as much anymore because you got to stay quiet, but I appreciate you for everything you do, brother. You helped this engine, this little engine that could. Thank you, my guy. I don't have anything here. Hey, there he goes. Appreciate you, my brother. Once again, guys, thank you for everything. Shout out to everybody. Let's go Knicks. And also shout out to L Dammit, who's doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Once again, announcements are in the works, so stay tuned because we will be announcing something very soon, which I think you're all gonna love. It's something we tried to do a while ago. We didn't really follow through on it, but we're doing it this time. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, like I always say, man, tell a friend who tells a friend who tells another friend. Still Knicks fans, we'll be back again, whether it be on Monday nights at 9 p.m.-ish for SKF Weekly with myself, my brother John, my brother Jose holding it down on the ones and twos, or on Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. for Know the Ledge. As I talk you guys off the ledge, we work through it together, man. So I appreciate you guys. Once again, stay up, one yourself, but also don't forget the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, no matter what. We are still Knicks fans. We out of here, baby. Let's go.
New York Knicks. First. Go Knicks.
We can finally, start playing, man. So much talk this whole summer. It's felt like so long because we've had so much to talk about. At times it's been kind of slow, but we've been talking, right? But we've actually had a really good off season for this New York Knicks team, and it's been very active. There's been a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, Knicks family, we in the building. I am the Objective Fan from the Objective Knicks Fan channel. And I'm going to give a big salute to Ron and John from Still Knicks Fans.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Knicks family, I'm Stephanie, a.k.a. Blood Sweat Tears. We are still Knicks
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Lady and the Chef, right to Knicks Chef Podcast. Still a Knicks fan.
What's good, party people in the place to be? It's your main man.
What's up, everybody? This is Steve Lodge 21 at Two Knicks Chicks Podcast, and I'm still a Knicks fan.
Yo, this is your boy Sim from Nothing But Knicks. Through all the struggles, through all the heartache and pain, ladies and gentlemen, I am still a Knicks fan.
Peace, y'all. This is Apollo Reed from the Garden Knicks crew. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm still a Knicks fan.
I'm still here. We're still here. Still Knicks fans. It's a fandom. It's a lifestyle.